Oh, yeah, let's go fucking Tigers! The boys in Fayetteville get it done. Are we live?
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking boys!
Actually,
let's fucking go, Tigers! Let's go, baby!
We're not live.
Wait, hold on. Let's get.
Yes, we're live. Go.
Oh,
Wait, I don't see our video.
Go,
Alondra.
Tigers!
Okay, no, we're good.
Let's fucking go! Dominant win!
Go, Tigers!
What the Let's go! That's a kosher. That's a boucherie. Give me the blood sausage. Give me the hog's head cheese. Give me everything that comes out of a fucking pig. How
Thank you, Laurel.
Them
Thank
Tigers?
Do you know that had a battery pack in it?
Yes, sir.
That was whacking me in the face and hitting my computer.
Hey, spoiler alert. That wasn't the battery pack. It actually was the battery pack.
What up, everybody? Welcome into a victorious Don Juan Cigar Bar. LSU beats Arkansas 34-10.
What a fucking ass whooping,
An
boys.
absolute ass whipping when I and a lot of people were worried about a letdown spot for LSU.
Dude.
They went on the road at a place where they always seem to struggle, and LSU got up early, and they never trailed in this ball game, and they left no doubt. LSU outscored Arkansas in the second half 18-3. Too many penalties, too many field goals in the first half, but LSU 34-10. LSU 34-10 beats Arkansas.
How about them fucking Tigers, boys? How about Wit motherfucking Weeks? Hey, boys.
One of many we're going to talk about today.
That's a badass white boy motherfucker.
Bro. That is a bad motherfucker.
That's a badass fuck. Weeks.
It's a crazy thing, bro, when you compare that motor. When you pair that motor with the elite athleticism, brother, that's when you look at a dude that's like a fucking absolute monster. What about Whit Weeks? That was incredible. We got a lot to talk about today, y'all. Smash that like button on YouTube. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, Facebook. Like the page. Share the post. We're here at Don Juan Cigar Bar. Big shout out also to that looks really low. Big shout out Got Lit Light Installers. Home Field Apparel, GotLitLights.com, GotLitLights.com.
Don't let Louisiana see 78, because then the winter clothes come out. Watch the fuck out, boys.
Shit, bro, it was 45 this week, bro. All right, let's do our toast.
Watch the fuck out, boys.
Let's do our toast. Everybody grab your glass, whatever you got.
Yo!
Grab your glass, whatever you got. Take a picture with us. You know that. Cheers. Hold it up to the screen. Toast us. Tweet us. For Alondra. Toast it. Tweet us. At Moscona and T-Bob 53. Hit us on Instagram. We appreciate it. Tigers win. Tigers win. Go Tigers.
What a dub. Right. Tiny Matt. What a dub.
Jesus Christ.
Tiny Matt didn't expect it. I told you we were going to kick their ass all week long. If anybody plays any audio of me saying it would be a 3-point game, it's AI. I'm telling you guys. I told you all week long, ass kicking guaranteed in Fayetteville.
Something that did happen was I said Tennessee was going to beat Alabama. That happened.
Not the time.
Also,
Tiny Matt,
if you're going to sit here and try to lob barbs at me, dog, guess what's coming? By the way, your boy also had Georgia beating Texas, although that might get a little iffy here. Texas just scored again, bro. We got to watch this one, bro. Texas just scored again. It's 23-15.
Let's fucking go.
We got a game there, bro.
Let's fucking go.
We got a game.
Tigers.
All right. Lot to get into in this ball game that we'll talk about. Make sure you get your comments in. We appreciate that.
Look at this motherfucker right here. It's my fucking partner. Hey, Arkansas, you think you can fuck with us?
No.
This is what we're bringing to the fucking table, bro. You ain't about that blue-collar American goddamn bullshit. That's what we about. That's what we about, okay? This is fucking America, the boot. South Louisiana, give us the fucking golden boot again, bitches.
Got it. The boot's coming home. You'll be happy. You're the only one that gives a shit about that piece of shit trophy, but you'll be happy that it's coming back to Baton Rouge.
Your little pussy ass Arkansas doesn't matter. Bullshit ain't gonna play tonight, bitch.
Fuck you.
Because the bottom line is that LSU, as
of course it matters.
Said,
it's an SEC game. Of course it matters.
Walked into their trap and stole their fucking trap.
I'm down with that.
And now the Tigers and fucking Whit Weeks and Garrett Nussmeier and the boys looked fucking awesome tonight.
That was amazing.
Boys, let's go A&M. Let's see what it's all about. You fucking milk-drinking motherfuckers. Let's see if you really about that life. Because we going to figure out next week. Oh, you thought Jeff Levy was tight? Well, guess what? Fucking Nussmeier, Hankton, Sloan, and the receivers are coming for that Aggie fucking ass. And the bottom line, of all the animals in the animal kingdom, the dog is one of the easiest to fuck. So get ready, A&M, because it's on.
I think the rule over there is if you fuck the dog, then you live forever.
Yeah, if you fuck the dog, at A&M, if you fuck the dog and the dog comes, you're a made man. If she doesn't, you're in trouble. So you better make that dog come, you weird motherfuckers. Otherwise, you might be cooked. You'll be sleeping on the floor for the rest of your life, eating kibble out the bowl.
Oh my God.
God. Damn, what a fucking game, boys.
All right, you want to give some thoughts?
Yeah.
Go ahead, give some thoughts. Give some opening thoughts to the game. I'll do mine.
Okay, so my opening thoughts of the game are, I thought I saw an LSU team. So the entire question around the entire week, Matt, was like, could LSU handle success, right? And it's a valid question. We talked about Moscona and T. The spot objectively favored Arkansas.
Absolutely.
You were the better team. The spot favored Arkansas. I saw an LSU team that was locked in from the first fucking snap. And all week we talked about, in theory, a Brian Kelly program in year 3 should be able to handle the spot. Everything is process-oriented. Nothing deals with the result. So, like, literally, when you build everything from the ground up about being, like, daily accountable habits, what are we doing today to win the day? You shouldn't fall short. And this team validated that and then some. Like, last week,
to your point about the very beginning, just so you know, they got the ball, went on that opening touchdown drive, did not face a third down. Now they did have to overcome 2 penalties because you had the OPI on Mason Taylor's touchdown,
we can talk about penalties.
And then the false start, and then a false start after that. So you had 2nd and 22, and Caden Durham scored on a 22-yard run. But anyway, but you didn't face a third down on the first drive you scored.
And so the point of all of this is simply that this was a massive procedural process, really good team-oriented win, really good program-oriented win from LSU. Because this is an Arkansas team that if you got caught slipping, they could catch you. It's an Arkansas team. They're like Laundry. You're a fighting fan. They're like a boxers with a puncher's chance, right? Like maybe they're not the most technically secure, but like they got fucking knockout power. And so you knew that coming in. And you know what you did?
They hadn't played a bad game this year.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
exactly. And they just fucking beat. Beat Tennessee in this same exact stadium. They're coming off a bye week. The spot favored them. What else you do? They locked in from day one. And we gotta give Matt. We're gonna go through everything, but I gotta give love to Damian Ramos. Why was this game never in question?
Damian
Because
Ramos
your fucking
awesome.
kicker made every fucking kick that he was presented with. You get a turnover off in stalls, you get a kick. Anytime you have stalls, you get a kick. Like the applied pressure over time that exerts on an opponent cannot be overstated. And it's literally all Damian Ramos has done since he fucking got the job. Like, that motherfucker deserves to be SEC, especially Player of the Week. I don't know if he will be, but in my mind, like, he was in many ways, probably right behind Weeks, the MVP for tonight.
Points matter. Put your mic up a little bit. So it's you just got you just have the droopy one. But points matter. It's one of the things that's one of my core ethos in football. It's like points matter. The objective is not game control or yards. It's to score points. Put the dynamic of the game changes every time you add points on the board. Objectively, that happens. And you know what it reminded me a lot of was that 2018 season with Cole Tracy.
Yep.
The Miami game.
Yep.
The bowl game against UCF. Mississippi State in the rain. Like over and over, he fucking Auburn. You don't win Auburn without.
No, you just make the kicks. You just make the
because
kicks.
You had that guy that you could always run out there, and he was going to make it. You won games, and you're right, dude. Damian Ramos is the reason.
And it's always done all his career. Like it's not just tonight.
And you said last week the one he missed was more the snap, not even him.
No, it absolutely was not him. It was the snap. It was a bad snap, and the holder did a good job. But I guess the overall point is like Ramos hasn't had like the game-winning kick, Cole Tracy Auburn type of moment. But let's not lose sight of the consistency and the value that it brings. And Kelly's talked about it plenty. I mean, every time Kelly's been asked about Ramos, he says, "Yeah, I mean, he makes every fucking kick we ask him to make. Like he's fucking great."
How wild too that he didn't 2 years ago didn't even have the job won. Like we went into camp and he wasn't like it wasn't a slam dunk that he was the guy.
But is there a more unsure science in football than kicking the ball, right? Like you just never fucking know. The operation matters. It's why like Blake. Well,
I would say it's like golf. You could boom it off the tee at the driving range. You could be great at the putting green, but like when you're standing over an 8-foot putt to win the Masters, can you fucking sink it?
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with kicking. You can go sit there on a fucking field and try to simulate pressure all day. It's impossible to do. You just don't know until there's 70,000 people screaming. You got to go fucking kick it.
And he went into Fayetteville, and every time he had to kick it tonight, fucking Ramos came through. And so all I'm saying is, guys, we got a lot to talk about tonight, a lot of guys to give love. But let's also honor the unheralded heroes, right? And Ramos is chief among the unheralded heroes. As a 2-time winner of the Jeff Boss Unsung Hero Award, I'm pretty fucking specifically qualified to speak on this. That's a Jeff Boss Unsung Hero.
Philip Paulson, what's up? Noah Rodriguez, just shouting out some of y'all watching. Mac Lindsay, Go Time, Brett, Ryan Slayton, Cortland Jacob. Creole Gumbo, Corey Crawford. Just appreciate everybody for being there. Y'all keep the comments coming. We appreciate y'all for being here with us at Don Juan Cigar Bar. Tigers win 34-10. I'll tell you my big takeaways from this game. Number one, thank God that like this was a breather. We got to appreciate that.
It felt weird.
It's never like that at Arkansas.
It felt weird.
And quite honestly,
I lost focus, honestly, in the second half.
I even tweeted, T. They got the ball to start the second half. They hit the 51-yarder. It's a 6-point game. You get the ball, you put together a long drive, but that's when you had the back-to-back penalties.
Yeah.
And it ended up with 3rd and 34. Remember that?
It felt like at
you
that
were
point,
in field goal
like,
range.
Here we go again.
Yes, you're in field goal range.
Here we
penalties,
go
it's
again.
3rd and 34. You punt, and on the first play, Whit Weeks gets the interception. Next play, you're in the end zone. It's 24-10, and LSU
and then it was a party. It was a fucking party in here from that point on. It was just a fucking party.
Whit called game. Whit called game right there.
Dude.
So that was an awesome moment.
Fucking 40. The white boy with the do-rag and the dreadlocks invited to the cookout. Hey, guys, you know what I call that? A badass motherfucking white boy.
So fucking good.
That's
dude.
A BMFWB, boys. A classic example.
You know, after week 2, Brian Kelly said, like, they couldn't justify platooning anymore with Whit Weeks. Like, he had to be on the field. And it's no surprise. Like,
my favorite quote.
He's your best player.
My favorite quote of the early season where I can't remember the exact context, Matt, but it was something along the lines of like, I'm paraphrasing here, guys, so apologize if I get a little shit wrong. But it was basically like he was asked about, like, the defense, blah, blah. And he was like, And and we like stopped taking weeks off the field. Aren't we smart? Like he was playing it. He was like, are we fucking smart? We stopped taking our best player off the field every one of every 3 plays.
One thing we have to talk about though is your linebacker depth, and you saw that tonight when Greg Penn went out. He went back in the game, but
we talked about it this week.
You saw Devon Key. Like after Witt and Greg Penn, your next 2 linebackers are Devon Keys and Xavier Atkins. That's 2 true freshmen. I mean, and after that, it's Tylen Singleton, who hasn't cracked the rotation yet, but it's like, that's it. So those dudes, I mean, you look, you're 7 games through a 12-game season. You got 5 to go. Those dudes cannot get hurt. I mean, and today you saw Greg Penn get dinged and come back, and you also saw Nuss twist his knee a little bit. I mean, you want to talk about places where you cannot afford to lose anybody.
The quarterback position is everybody. The linebacker position, you can argue, you should be more durable there. If you lose your starting quarterback, that's a free pass. Whatever. Like every team, it is what it is. But you shouldn't, in theory, you shouldn't be as weak. Or not weak. That maybe is the wrong word.
Thin.
You shouldn't be as thin as linebacker as you are at LSU currently.
Well, the other part. Well. But in fairness, you've lost Harold Perkins and well, let me say this too. I know there was the thing about West Weeks this week, but West Weeks was there and was dressed tonight. So
I feel like he's still ready for like a nightmare scenario emergency go. And I could be wrong, but I feel like he's still staying ready for that because he was dapping up Greg as he was walking off the field in full pads with a helmet on.
He's dressed like
that's what I'm saying.
He can play.
Yeah,
so I don't know what's going to happen there. He had the foot injury. We talked about it against South Alabama. He went in against South Alabama, played 4 snaps, and took himself out. Like he tapped his helmet, was like, "Come get me." Like he wasn't ready, and then he didn't play against Ole Miss. So now you have this position where like. I think if there were an injury, you may have to go to him and say, look, we fucking need you to play. Yeah. And he may have to. So
and
cross that bridge when it comes.
Yeah,
if it comes. Hopefully it doesn't.
Yeah, hopefully it does not. But shout out to the entire Weeks family. West, Witt.
Bro, they got another one on the way too.
That's also part of the reason why West is wanting to like stay here for another year. We could have 3 Witt brothers.
But he's not a senior, is he? No, he's not a senior.
I thought he was.
No, he's not a senior.
Okay.
No, he's not a 25 kid.
Either way, it doesn't matter. Shit's fucking awesome, dude. Shout out to the Weeks family. Just a Georgia family that we never would have thought could become so legendary in this fucking LSU lore. and how about fucking, did you see the video of Witt this week with the do-rag on and with the fucking cornrows?
That was from the summer.
Good. Let's fucking go, dude.
I saw you tweet, which is a great fucking video, but that was from the summer.
Good. My guy fucking gets it, dude. Invited to the cookout. You got to be a goddamn dog if you're going to fly around there at linebacker. Again, that's a badass motherfucking white boy right there, bro.
God, what a game, man.
Just domination, dude. What I thought, Matt, okay, I'll ask you a question. Did you think that, and maybe the thing I was most happy about early on, and I wavered maybe a little bit in the middle, but did you feel that this LSU team and Nuss especially came out with significantly more confidence than in the past? This felt like a team that finally knew, oh shit, wait, we're actually good. Like we're halfway through the season. We're 5-1. We're 8th in the country. Like for the first time in a long time, I saw a team playing with a ton of confidence from the jump. I'll tell you,
I think the biggest things, that's a touchdown. The biggest things we talked about, the fast start. But if I were to go, pull out big picture, I would say LSU ran the ball tonight. And I think that completely changed the dynamic of the offense, the feeling. That last drive that they scored was a 14-play, 80-yard drive, 8:22 off the clock.
But it's what I've been saying.
And you threw the ball twice.
So at the beginning of
you were running it. They knew you were running it. They couldn't fucking stop it. The entire dynamic of a football game changes when you can run the football and they can't fucking stop it.
So
this, you played on those teams. 2011 was the definition.
No, I agree. And what I'm saying is I had early, at the beginning of the game tonight, I was talking to some partners out here and they're like, I'm worried about running the ball, worried about this. And I'm saying, look, I'm really not worried about running the ball. I've seen a running game that's gotten consistently better. Did they struggle last week? Yes. But that was more about Ole Miss having an elite defensive line, especially on the interior. The interior, that's what I keep going back to. Now, to be fair, next week, A&M is probably the best interior you'll face until whenever down the road, right? So
you don't think Bama's got a great interior, their defensive line?
The challenges are not over yet. The challenges are not over yet. But
fuckers. Bitch, I fucking told you. I've been fucking telling you for 9 motherfucking months. I am going to be so goddamn insufferable, not only this week, but for the rest of your motherfucking lives. All of you, you little cocksucking motherfuckers. Every single one of you. Every one of you. I've tried to fucking tell you for 9 fucking months, and now you're fucking eating it. You're eating it with a fucking spoon, bitch.
Let's go.
Hey!
Fuck Bama! Fuck Bama!
What are we doing? I thought you were showing boots.
Bama!
What are we doing? Every one of y'all.
Hell yeah. Let's fucking go, dude. Fuck Bama. Fuck Arkansas. Fuck Ole Miss.
Fuck everybody.
God, I
Fuck
did
them
get
all,
a
bro.
dream, Mike, didn't I, dude? This thing just falling.
Bro. Bro. Boots.
Ooh, look at the boots. Boots with the fur. Let's go.
Bro, the bottom line is,
Matt,
right now,
this team is
LSU
fucking legit.
Beats Arkansas in a fucking cakewalk, which was so easy. Hey, great to see you. Thank you for coming.
That's the fucking point. The bottom line is that this team is legit.
You beat Arkansas. Have a great night.
You better fucking show some respect.
You beat Arkansas in a total cakewalk in what should have been a true letdown spot, right? In a true letdown spot, you go on the road, you kick the shit out of a team that's been your boogeyman.
From the jump.
I shouldn't even say been your boogeyman. It's just been a team that, like, they cared more than you, but you're better. Like,
no,
this is what you
should. Don't disrespect him. Boogeyman's a good word. Arkansas has always played over their heads.
That's giving them too much respect because I don't think it's that you're worried about.
Okay, whatever. We're going to get lost in a semantic argument.
All right, anyway. But you go, you beat them, and now, like, you can look and say, I feel really confident about LSU next week going to College Station. Like, I think Georgia just scored. I feel good about LSU going to College Station next week.
Yeah.
I mean, A&M had a good performance against Missouri, a really good performance. But I think Missouri is more of a fraud. All right, Dane. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, brother. Safe drive, okay?
Huge fucking confidence gainer. Shout out Dane Bergeron.
Yeah, man. And then
Special Forces, legend of the game.
And then, like, you look ahead and you go, all right, well, you get an open date before Bama comes here. And Bama is
Bama, bro. I'm feeling that's the point. Like, about Saturday night in
listen,
Valley, bro.
Listen, not only is that I'm not trying to get ahead of ourselves.
You want to come in here, Jalen Milroe? Let's fucking go, boys. It's the first time that I've ever texted my Alabama friends with actual confidence. You know, they're trying to talk shit. I said, okay, motherfuckers, let's see Saturday night. Let's see Saturday night in November with Death Valley at full throat and a playoff spot on the line and a fucking potential to eliminate Alabama from contention entirely. Let's fucking see. Let's play that fucking game. I'm fine. We're ready. We up. That's the bottom line. We're fucking ascending. Okay? It's a new age of college football. The new setting. Everywhere you look, teams that you wouldn't expect rising, teams that you wouldn't expect falling, and you have stability in this current era, a process-oriented head coach that is an organizational expert that has you on the fucking rise, dude. Let's fucking go. Garrett Nussmeier played with so much confidence tonight, Matt. So much confidence. You could feel it. He literally leveled up. He started to go Super Saiyan during that game last week.
So like I was saying before you interrupted me, so you're going to play Bama in Baton Rouge, which that's actually a matchup that favors you. They're bad on you can get to the edges.
Yep.
They're not good in the secondary. Did you see how many times Tennessee had open receivers that Nico just fucking missed?
Yeah, just missed.
It gives you great appreciation for Hendon Hooker, who's a fucking assassin in that offense. They got open receivers. You can't hit them. Bama should have got fucking rolled today. And then after that, you got to go to Gainesville, which they're beating. I don't know if they won it. I don't know what the final is. They're beating Kentucky, which takes on more of a challenge if they keep playing better. But you get Vandy at home, and it's still Vandy. They're good, but you should beat them. And then you get Oklahoma at home, and they're a fucking mess. They can't score. Like,
bro, at this point,
it's one at a time. But I would say next week, bro,
Saturday,
next week in College Station, I would tell you is like your biggest if you're ranking your remaining games, next week is the biggest one you have left.
Because Oklahoma looks garbage as well. Like hot garbage. I agree.
Look, you could absolutely lose to A&M. You could absolutely lose to Alabama. You could absolutely lose at Florida. I don't think you can lose at home to Vandy or Oklahoma. I don't think that could. I mean, you would have to be really fucking off for that to happen.
You know what?
But any of your next three, you could lose. But I think you're going to be favored and should win them all. So
and
why don't you think they may not be favored at A&M?
Who gives a fuck? I'll fucking ride or die with this team. This is a team that suffered a fucking brutal setback to start the season, losing to USC.
And you got a game to play with.
And they didn't check out. Yeah, you're
not that you want to think of it.
It's not a conference loss.
You don't want to think of it that way, but you have a game to play with.
It's not a conference loss.
Like you could lose a game and still get to Atlanta.
How about this? Next week is going to be the only 2-3-0 teams in the SEC, right? Maybe A&M's up to 4-0 now. You're talking about undefeated teams in the SEC going toe-to-toe. That's what I'm saying, though, dude. Like, again, fuck the destination, guys. Fuck that bullshit. Fuck your championships. I'm not trying to be like fucking Alabama. I'm not trying to be like fucking Georgia. All you pussies, all you fucking Georgia, Alabama fucks that spend all offseason masturbating over a trophy, suck my fucking dick. The only trophy I jerk off to is the Golden Boot, and we won that tonight. So the bottom line, from here on out, it's week to week. Yeah, you may win, but guess what? You don't get a fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck. You think you're going to show up? You don't get a fucking fight. This team's going to fucking punch you in the mouth, and they're going to come, and they're going to fucking keep coming, and we're going to see if you can handle it or not. And maybe you can, but you know what? Glory to be to those who can, because this team is fucking relentless, dude. Fucking relentless. I mean, I heard shout out Lee Corso.
Shout out Lee Corso.
I don't know if you made this point this week, Matt. I had not realized that, but Lee pointed out on game day this morning, Garrett Nussmeier, coming in today, had started 7 games and engineered 3 fourth-quarter winning drives. That's big dick shit right there, okay? That's not teachable. That's not coachable. That's, do you have the balls, the confidence, the preparation, and the talent to follow through? And this fucking offense and Garrett Nussmeier do.
All right, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Glad you're with us. We're at Don Juan Cigar Bar in Town Center. Great fucking spot. TVs everywhere. They got a bar menu if you want some food. They've got great cigars that you could buy and smoke on premise. They've obviously got all your top shelf liquor. They got beer, whatever you want. Awesome spot. Football Sunday. Come watch the games here for your NFL Sunday as well at Don Juan. And Got Lit Light Installers. Big shout out to Derek and the crew over at GotLitLights.com. I'm telling y'all, don't wait. Even if you don't want them to install today, make sure you call to get that estimate today. They'll come to your house, tell you what it'll cost. It's so easy. Whatever decorations you want, they take care of everything. They bring the lights, the decorations, install them. Anything goes wrong, they'll fix it during the season. After the season, they haul everything away. You don't do anything. They're not putting up your lights. They're putting up their lights. You don't do anything. GotLitLights.com. GotLitLights.com.
Yeah, bro. And look, I got that fucking home field bomber jacket on, boys. It may be 78 degrees, but I'm from Louisiana, and I got to get these winter fits off, you motherfuckers. Don't tell me it's too hot, because I got a small window to cover up my big body with a big jacket, okay? So I'm going to take advantage, and we start with the LSU Bomber, boys. And if you look, anytime you order from Home Field Apparel, your first order, LSU 24, 15% off. The Bomber is not in the starter pack. Matt bought the starter pack. You get a koozie.
I did. I love it.
You get a great long sleeve old school shirt. You get another great short sleeve Tiger in the Cage shirt. You get an awesome 1970 SEC champion shirt. You get your fucking koozie. You get some socks. HomeFieldApparel.com. LSU 24 at checkout, 15% off, and then you get the fucking Bomber, boys.
Black Connection said Scone hates T-Bob.
Nothing's ever been less true. We're like Laurel and Hardy, okay?
What
The
is
fucking clown and the straight man dynamic has been around for fucking infinite years. Did I fuck a pig into this man's face earlier?
Farley and Spade.
Yes, Farley and Spade, exactly. All this is LSU Tommy Boy, okay? I may have fucked a pig into this man's face earlier.
Lots of people go to school for 7
but
years.
guess what? That pig wanted to be fucked.
They're called
She
doctors.
told me it was consensual. She said, Eiffel Tower me, Matt. Apparently, a lot of people got freaked out by the cum kiss last week, though, dude.
You know what's funny? You
know what? Y'all are about that life. That's I get it. I get it. That's fine. But guess what?
So on YouTube,
I fucking am.
You can, as a viewer, you can splice a clip if you want to send someone a clip of a video or something, and people.
Yeah, you clip it.
So. And you can label it.
Yeah.
If you can go see in the YouTube studio, and like the names of them are like "cum kiss" and like T-Bob coming on your face, like
yeah. Guess what, guys? Guys?
This is what this show was.
You know how people you say, hey, they go low, we go high. You go low, I'm going fucking lower, bitch. Like you ain't gonna out degenerize me, okay? I'm a sick motherfucker, okay? Top to bottom, my fucking balls breathe degeneracy. You ain't gonna catch me fucking slipping. And guess what? That's the same deal with this LSU team. You ain't gonna catch
they
him
got away
slipping.
with one there. 0 was holding. Anyway,
fucking Sage Ryan, fucking motherfuckers up. Oh, it's targeting. Oh, it's not, you fucking nerds.
Oh, I'm
it's
so
a
glad you
big
said
hit.
that.
We're fucking back.
I'm so glad you said that, and I even have it on my notes. The refs self-litigating.
Yeah,
so
you text me. You wanted to talk about it.
I want to talk about this because, and that let me make this point.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then we'll go into the game flow. So last week, we were talking about the targeting on Whit Weeks that got waved off. And by definition, that should have been targeting. It was a defenseless player, and there was contact to the head. That's all that, like, the quarterback was slide. Like, it, by definition, Whit Weeks last week should have been targeted.
Devin White got ejected. Whit Weeks would have got ejected.
Great point.
Yes,
Great point. So, by the letter of the law, and it's the thing we've all bitched about forever, right? We've all complained. We can all appreciate, hey, you want to eliminate dangerous plays.
Take intent.
But there has to be, but you can't, like, eject people from a game for something like what happened with Devin White. So, or Whit last week. But they will never go change the rules. Like, they're never going to go change the rules because changing the rules leaves you open to litigation because of head injuries and all that sort of shit. That's what's happened with the NFL, right? Well, I think what's happened, you said it last week, that refs are just like, they're just, oh, it's pretty obvious. Even the touchdown with Xavier Thomas last week was another one. There was nothing, like, by the letter of the law, you have to say indisputable video evidence. There was no indisputable evidence that Thomas didn't. Now, I don't think he caught it. You don't think he caught it.
I definitely don't.
But there was nothing. It was ruled a touchdown on the field.
Best throw I've ever seen in my entire life, but I don't think he caught it. Yeah.
And it was not indisputable, right? We can agree on that.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that.
And so but even just you saying, I think I would agree with that, says there's even a sliver.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
A sliver.
Yes.
So anyway, I think you're right because I'm watching the Bama game today against Tennessee, and then it happened with targeting today with Sage Ryan because Sage launched, and even though it was his shoulder to the face mask, and he started low, it was shoulder to the face mask, and that's targeted.
But it was like
doesn't matter.
The offensive player's helmet came down.
It doesn't matter.
No, I know what you're saying. I'm supporting the point. What I'm saying is, like, Sage did not launch with malice. He launched trying to do a legal hit. He fucking threw his head out the way.
Yeah, he threw his head.
Was like, I'm trying to, like, don't call me for targeting.
So, but here's the point. So, and then in the Bama game, there was a play. It was coming out of a change of possession, and Bama had too many men on the field, and they're trying to run a guy off. Well, because it was a change of possession, they should have been allowed to substitute. The ref should have been standing over the ball. Well, he wasn't, and Bama had too many men on the field, so one guy just, like, falls down and fakes an injury. And they fucking call. They don't give him the timeout. They call the fucking illegal substitution on Alabama.
Yeah.
And I think the refs were like, fuck this injury, but, like, there's no rule against it. Well, we're just going to fucking start penalizing. Like, we're just going to ignore it. when by the letter, I think so. All that to say, I think the refs, and I don't know if it's a directive because no one will ever admit this. Like the league office will never admit this.
It can't be admitted. Yeah. It can't be admitted.
They'll never admit it. But I think the refs are basically self-litigating now with some of this shit.
A well-made rule.
See, Cortland said the Sage hit the chest. No, he fucking didn't. He hit his face mask. He aimed low, but the shoulder hit the fucking receiver's face mask.
Yeah.
Like, he hit his fucking face mask. That is not disputable.
But it's only because
he lowered.
And
so
we're not arguing.
No reason to take that guy out of the game.
We're not arguing here. We're agreeing. It was Sage did not launch with malice. He launched to hit him in the chest. The receivers had lowered, and but it's not just LSU, Matt. I told you last week, we've seen it all over the country this year.
The Bama
where,
game
like, targeting's been called correctly. Like, the refs have said that there was some meeting that took place. They didn't go the official, like, red card, yellow card route like I maybe thought they would. They just said, let's honor the spirit of the rule, right? We're trying to take out kill shots that were launched as kill shots. If a defender gets unlucky, we're gonna acknowledge it. And we're gonna fucking call it like we see it, and like that's how it should be. Honestly,
I agree with you. I completely agree with you. So last week I was a little, but I'm starting to pay attention to it today, and I think you're right. I think refs are just taking some of these matters in their own hands, and I think it's the thing to do. All right, let's go through the game. You good to go through the game?
Yeah, let's go through the game.
All right, smash the like button on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. By the way, shout out to everybody.
And we're going to get to all the super chats. We're going to get all the super chats.
There's a lot of people that listen on podcasts as well, so shout out to everybody listening on podcasts the next day and all that stuff. Please
wow, what a weird Sunday listen.
I know. Is it a fumble? Georgia football.
I mean, I can't fucking lose if Georgia or Texas loses. I'm fucking. Oh, sorry, Alondra. You fucking sad.
Are you a Texas fan?
Or Alondra, you fucking sad.
You're a Texas fan?
Sad? Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm not fucking sorry, Alondra.
Oh, yes, fumble. All right, here we go. All right, so Arkansas won the toss and deferred.
I love Alondra, guys. Y'all know this.
Everybody loves Alondra. She's great.
Yes, Arkansas won the toss and deferred. So for once, we can't start a show bitching about Brian Kelly choosing to receive the ball.
Bro, you went right down the field the first possession. You were the beneficiary of a PI and a roughing. But, man, good to see C.J. Daniels back. He was really good tonight. Got his bell rung. That's why late in the game when he went out, that's what that was. I was fearful it might have been his knee again, but he's got his bell rung on that crackback.
I have it right here in my notes. That first drive from LSU, Garrett Nussmeier looked different. The offense felt different. The defense first drive felt different. This is a team playing with. So the whole question was, would this team come out flat or would they come out locked in? Yeah. And in my opinion, this team came out like a team who was off the launching pad. You know, they proved something to themselves last week and they didn't fucking waste it. They said, you know what? We're fucking good. Let's go fucking be good. Yeah. Like, we're better than the majority of teams in college football. Let's go fucking prove it.
Dude, and then you got a little bit of a break, bro. So you're up 7-0. That was after the back-to-back penalties. You had OPI on Mason Taylor's touchdown, which came off the board. Then a false start.
Which is a good call. I mean, you can't, it was the timing was a little off.
Then you had the false start, so it's 2nd and 22, and Caden Durham rips off a 22-yard run. Very reminiscent of the touchdown run against South Carolina. Oh, drop it.
You know what you can't teach? Caden Durham speed. You know, I mean, it's just – and he got fucking, 20-something carries tonight? 21 or 22?
Caden Durham finished – I'll tell you right now. Caden Durham finished with 21 for 101 and 3 tuds.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, they fucking, oh, Trace, what's up, bro? My fucking dog, Trace Vincent. Get me ready for fucking tennis. Let's go. Let's go, Diana. Let's fucking go, dude.
Go Tigers.
Hey, this is my tennis fam right here, bro. They get me and Kaylin ready to dominate the fucking Baton Rouge tennis circuit right here, dog. But yeah, so you come out, you dominate.
So you're up 7-0. They get the ball, and they put together a pretty nice drive. Sage Ryan damn near came up with an interception on this drive around the goal. It was a ball down the middle around the goal line. But anyway,
that was a fingertip breakup.
Yeah. He probably if he went for the interception instead of the pass breakup, he might have got it, but it looked like maybe he was going for the pass breakup.
He was just like a step behind, I think, or it doesn't matter. He made the play.
There was 3rd and 8. Taylor Green scrambled and got 5 yards. Major Burns made a great tackle to save the first down.
Played really well. Been so good.
He's so good in the star.
Weeks,
he's good in the star, man. It's his natural spot. Sage Ryan's natural at safety.
So good,
They're in. Blake Baker has figured out how to use these guys to their skill set, which makes you look at Matt House last year and go, "Fuck, man, why you had the offense to win a national championship."
Well, Jamar Cain also made us look at Matt House.
I don't know what Jamar was doing, but I like Jamar Cain a lot.
Did you see the tweet?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like so Denver beat a shitty preseason Saints team, and that's what you use as the cover to.
No, that's not the takeaway. The takeaway is the vibes were awful last year. That's the takeaway, is that there was no belief in the head man last year.
But Jamar wasn't there last year.
But that's what I'm saying. But he was demeaning. It was like, it's just that it wasn't whatever. The point is, Blake Baker, like you said, Matt, has learned this personnel.
Yes.
He's earning that contract through and through. He did it last week, and they followed up this week.
No doubt. So they miss a field goal. The 40-yarder, no good. So good vibes. Tigers get the ball. This is where the problem started. On the second play, you get a false start on the center. You end up with a 3rd and 7.
Too many pre-snap penalties still.
Aaron Anderson converts with an 18-yarder because he's that dude. You need third down.
Aaron
throw to
Aaron
Anderson,
dude.
He's going to get it.
Let's get what, dude? That dude, Nick Saban. Thank you, Nick Saban. Because you fucking powered up that dude telling him that bullshit after the Alabama game last year. You fucking motivated that dude. You told him, you'd be playing a lot more if you were here. Well, guess what? He's playing a lot now, Nick, and I fucking love you on game day. You're fucking incredible on game day.
Good.
The stories that you told on game day today about going to Arkansas, did you hear that? He was telling a story about back in the day. They go to Arkansas. They had the coats on the first half. Everybody's freezing. He's like, I can't get anybody going to the fucking game. So they took the coats away the second half. They get their fucking ass kicked. And they asked, well, what would you done differently, coach? He said, I want to give him the coach of the fucking first half. So, the point is, I love Nick. He's fucking awesome, right? But he also juiced up Aaron Anderson to prove him wrong. And Aaron Anderson has been so fucking consistent all year long, dude.
You convert a 3rd and 7 Aaron Anderson, a 3rd and 2 to Kyron Lacey for a 7-yarder. You got a 3rd and 1 at the 21, and you put Bordelon in, and he false started.
So, but also, Matt, this is something I want to highlight.
Then you had a 3rd and 6, and they threw it to Aaron Anderson for 8 yards.
So this is something else I don't want to highlight, though, that's going to get lost in the ether a little bit, and I'm excited to watch on film. Joe Sloan's willingness to call 2nd and 10 runs are a critical part of this offense. They'll throw a pass on first down. They'll see what happens. They get to 2nd and 10. They're not afraid to set up 3rd and manageable. And it was probably 6 or 7 times tonight. I'll get you a final count come Monday. Live watch felt like 6 or 7 times where you had 2nd and 10 runs that set you up with 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, and it opens up the playbook. Like not many people want to run the ball on 2nd and 10 because they're thinking we got to get everything. Like Joe Sloan has play calling patience and cojones, which pay off large in like many unseen ways.
You end up stalling out. You kicked the 33-yard field goal. You were at the 18. You ran it for 2 yards. You went to Aaron Anderson twice. It was incomplete. So you kick a 33-yard field goal. But you're up 10-0. And then the first play is when you got the fumble.
Greg Penn trailing behind the play, force a fucking fumble. And then you know what Damian Ramos did? He fucking came through for you, dude.
So after the Penn fumble, first play, you have the illegal snap. You go into the second quarter. You had a false start on the center again. And let's see. You end up with 3rd and 15. And so you kick the 48-yard. He drilled that 48-yarder too.
Drilled it.
So you're up 13-0.
But don't overlook that. You really needed points in that situation, right? You got to turn over. If he doesn't make that kick, you give the ball back to Arkansas with very good field position, down 10-0. Instead,
13 makes it 2 touchdowns.
That's what I'm saying. Instead, you make it 2 touchdowns and you justify the turnover.
Yes.
Right?
Like you have to get points off the turnover.
Don't waste the turnover.
I don't mean to go back to this, but like that was a fuck up by Lane last week. When they got the interception at the LSU 13, they went for it on 4th and 1. Like, you've got to reward your defense. They got you the ball. You've got to get points there.
Yeah.
And Brian Kelly did today. It was so, yes, and Damian Ramos kicked it so great. Let's see. Oh, the next drive was Arkansas's only touchdown drive. It was so it's 13-0 Arkansas. I'll give you the stats on this drive. It was a 9-play, 75-yard drive, 4:39 off the clock. They scored on the 25-yarder where Ashton Stamps just kind of, I think he thought Taylor Green was going to take off and maybe thought he had help from Jordan Gilbert.
I got to review the film. They had a lot of movement going this way. Taylor pulls it, drops it in the bucket.
So it's 13-7, but this was I think an important part of the game because just like last week, every time Ole Miss scored last week, LSU answered with points. Every time. Ole Miss or Arkansas scores to make it 13-7, and LSU goes and gets points. Now, it's not what you wanted, but on this drive, on 3rd and 4 is where they hit Trades Green for 8 yards to convert on 3rd down.
Trades had a big role, dude. I got to say, you nailed it. I thought it was going to be more niche. They were really using Trades at wide receiver, dude.
He had 2 catches. He had this one on 3rd down, and then he caught the 2-point conversion. And I need to see what.
No, but they used him blocking too. Like his edge blocking is an advantage as well, right? Because he's been practicing tight end forever. And honestly, CJ Daniels, Kyron Lacy, like these guys are bought in on blocking on the edge, but they're not as big as Trades. So like on a lot of run plays, he had really solid blocks that also played out well.
It's funny, man. We were where it's going to. I said for Trades, like I don't think he's going to go out there and play 60 snaps, but. What if he plays 15 snaps, gets 3 targets, and has 3 catches for 35 yards? They all convert a first down. Well, one of them was on a 3rd down. They converted. He didn't catch his other 2, but he did get a 2-point conversion as well. So it wasn't like he's got these massive numbers, but it's going to be impactful. And they did target him a couple of other times as well. There was one target where he was open, but the ball was deflected at the line of scrimmage. It was one of the ones Nuss had batted at the line, but it was intended for Trades, so you don't really count that against him. But anyway, this is where you had 3rd and 1 and Will Campbell false started. It's where they went offsides, then you false started. So they get so it was 3rd and 1.
Give credit to the opponent's crowd at a certain point, and you had a lot of pre-snap penalties.
See, I don't know that crowd was anything a shit, bro. I don't think that was the thing.
Oh,
I think this was just a team that was lacking focus in this ballgame. Like everywhere is loud. That wasn't particularly loud tonight. LSU scored early. They took the crowd out of the game.
Loud is
I
loud.
get it, T. But like,
it's not about is it extra
in the first half. You had false start on Bordelon, false start on 79, false start on
and they're all
Mason Taylor.
Plays.
You had a legal snap, another false start on 79, false start on 66, a false start on Aaron Anderson. Like, come on, it was. But I know, but
that's why though. It's all you can't hear. You can't. I mean, loud is loud. I don't know. That's my opinion on it.
You can't hear. Well, then why are you ever able to get a fucking snap off in tough environments? I get environments.
No, you have to.
I'm
saying you have to improve in that regard. But I mean, it happened in South Carolina too. The crowd's getting you a little bit. You're gonna have to improve because College Station's gonna be loud.
So yeah, 3rd and 6. Mason Taylor caught a ball, and that was the play where they had hands to the face. So you had the 10-yard and the hands to the face.
Mason Taylor had that one counted, but he had a couple of 3rd down catches that blew the fucking mind.
One of them. The one with the hands to the face was the one on the sideline where, you know what I mean, where he caught it, he gets up and so they added 15 to it.
No, I know, but it was just an unreal catch and throw. It was an unreal throw by Nuss. It's a level of trust that speaks to an elite offense.
You have to settle here after the Aaron Anderson false start. You have to settle for a short field goal, 33 yards, but you got points. You're up 16-7.
But again, Damian Ramos made it. Because it's all Ramos does is fucking make kicks.
I think
have to have him.
So this was the point in the game that I thought was a pivotal one because you're in a 16-7 ball game, All right. They have the opportunity now. They get the ball with 3:10 in the first half. They have the opportunity to go back to back.
Yeah.
So they could, if they get points,
yeah.
if they get points, they could take the lead at the start of the second half.
Yeah.
And now the whole dynamic of the game is shifted.
100%.
Your defense forces. This was the drive where Sage had the targeting that was overturned. That was
in LSU territory.
So they were playing a first down at your 49 when Sage got the targeting.
Yeah.
And then after that, they went back-to-back incomplete and punted. So you got off the field there.
So Sage's hit fucking set you up in the end.
And then LSU got the ball, ran out the clock. But that was significant, man, because they did get points after half. They got the field goal on the first drive of the second half. And Witt missed another interception. Like he almost had. Remember, he
would have been a crazy play.
Yeah, it would have been a crazy play.
But yeah. I mean, he had his hands on the ball.
And you got the sack on 3rd and 6. Let me see. I want to see who got credit with the sack.
Javier Suggs definitely was back there. I don't know if Suggs got the sack.
It wasn't that play. I wrote Suggs was later.
Okay.
Suggs' sack.
No, it doesn't matter. We'll get Suggs' sack. Who got that sack?
Fuck. Sorry. I get it real quick. Here it is.
You're good.
It's the first drive of the second half. It
Take
was.
Your time, dude. You're okay, baby. You're okay. You want me to fuck that pig again? Will that make you feel better?
This was Suggs. This was
Suggs.
JVR Suggs.
Okay.
Yep, this was Suggs and Devon
Look
Keys.
at me, guys.
That was Suggs.
Photographic fucking memory. But yeah, that was. And Suggs has been a bit of a pass rush specialist for you from the interior.
So they kick a 51-yarder. It's 16-10, and you end up having a holding on Emory Jones and an OPI. And it's a bummer because you converted 3rd and 6 to Kyron Lacey, and the next play was when CJ Daniels had the 29-yard reception. So you're down at their 35. You're in business. You're in business to go right and score again. You end up with a 3rd and 9. Mason Taylor gets the 19-yard reception negated by Emory Jones's holding.
And we saw the flag, so you weren't like too pumped when you saw the reception, but it was another great
on the sideline.
Beautiful play on the sideline. From Nuss to Taylor. Well, and then Matt. So you get stopped, you punt the ball, and what fucking happens next?
I talked about it a bit ago. This was the game.
This was the game.
It's a one. Even though
this was the game.
Even though you have controlled the entire game, the time of possession, the yardstick, you have dominated this game. It's 16-10.
Yep.
Now you got the
ball. Yep.
You 5:04 in the third quarter. You're giving them the ball. And fucking Whit Weeks.
Whit fucking Weeks.
Whit Weeks.
David Pollock. Tyrann Mathieu. Fucking batting the ball up to himself, coming up with a pick, and damn near stretching it in the end zone. Whit Weeks, as douchey as this sounds, Whit Weeks legitimately called game. I mean, he ended it right there. Full stop. The game was fucking over. Like Matt said, the game was in balance. It was absolutely wide open. They're at home. They got the ball. They're down 6. And Whit Weeks fucking slammed the goddamn door in the Hog's face, dude.
You score on the next play. Caden Durham gets his second touchdown. 2-point conversion to Trades Green. You're up 24-10. Ball game at that point. You're playing up the string.
They were cooked. Dude. They knew they were done.
On the next drive, 3rd and 10, Whit gets a sack to end the drive.
Also, he got the sack, but also on 1st and 10 that drive, isn't that when he tackled the fuck out of that motherfucker to set up 2nd and 10? On 1st or 2nd down that next drive, he fucking blew somebody up to set up 2nd and 10.
There was so on the first play, they got 25 yards. They converted another first down. Then they had a 1st and 10 at the LSU 37. I wrote down no gain. That might have been
that dude Weeks. Fuck that. He knocked that motherfucker back, dude. He blew. It was right there on the far side. He fucking blew that motherfucker up 2nd and 10, and that was that. And then he got the sack to fucking close it out on 3rd and 10. And Whit Weeks is sitting to heaven as a badass motherfucking white boy.
The only other thing I'll tell you, and then we'll get into your super chats, your comments on the next drive. LSU settled for a 47-yard field goal here, but this is where Nuss injured his knee. It was a high snap, and he just took off and ran, right? It was a high snap, so he crowded and just ran, and then he hurt his knee. And it's one of the things that I point out when people talk about Nuss running. And then that was the first time. Later in the game, he tweaked it again.
He pulled one.
Yes, he did after this.
Yeah.
But he tweaked his knee again, but this was the first time that he came up limping. And the point I'll make is this is why I don't want Garrett Nussmeier running the football. People, I think, sometimes confuse saying, you got to run RPOs or Nuss has to pull it. Like an RPO is a run play with a pass option. What you're talking about is zone read, where like you're reading the end, and if it's not there, if it's the end hold, you give it. If the end crashes down, you pull it and you run. But I don't want Nuss running the ball.
Well, the other thing is, though, I can point to multiple examples this year, Matt, where Nuss should have pulled it to throw.
Absolutely.
No, but should have pulled it to throw, not to run.
I agree with you.
Pulled it to throw because he had Mason Taylor in the flat. Or last week he had the shovel pass to Xavier Thomas set up. So, like, I'm not saying that.
So the 4th and 2 with Caleb Jackson?
Yes, he should have pulled that. That was a shovel pass. It was right there. It may not have worked, but the correct read was to pull. So I guess the point is, yes, on these previous plays, he should have pulled it, but the design was never for him to run, to your point. You're not putting your greatest asset in danger because.
I was told Caleb just took the ball, just ripped it away.
Well, wasn't there one exchange today where the running back pitched it back to Nuss? Basically, I'm trying to remember.
I'd have to go back and see.
I'll watch on film. I felt like there was one play where it doesn't matter. But the point is, no, guys, Nuss is never going to pull it and run it. All the play design has, if he wants to pull it, there's an option for him to dump it, throw it, whatever.
There are listen. Here's what I would say about Nuss running the ball, because I know we've all had this conversation a ton. I don't need Nuss running the ball on zone reads.
No.
What I need is when they're playing cover 2.
Yeah, cover 2 man, and it's wide open.
And everybody is running away from the quarterback.
Carter Bryant did a good job of pointing this out last week. Yeah.
Take 12 yards, move the sticks, and start and
my
reset.
point is, on all those zone reads, though, there are pull reads, but it's never with Nuss running. He just needs to pull it and dump it.
Yes. So that is the definition of an RPO. Urban Meyer did a great job explaining this years ago. When he was working on Fox. Is he still working on Fox?
He's still working on Fox, but he did this years ago. I remember exactly.
And it was a great explanation. And our RPO is a run. It's a running play with a pass option. It's not a run play for the quarterback. That's his own read. It's a run pass option. He has
pulled it. It's a touchdown that he hit against South Carolina. It's fucking.
I thought you meant pulled it to run. Yes.
No. I'm saying, but to your point, it's Trey'Dez Green last week. That fucking skinny post where you fake the zone read. If the linebacker sucks up, you take advantage of the 2 eye safeties. He has done it correctly.
Brent said RPO isn't the zone read. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they're different. An RPO is a run play where the option is to pass off of the run. It's not the quarterback to run it. The zone read is where the quarterback would have the option to run if the end pinches down.
Yes,
right?
100%.
That's what we don't 100%. Want to see. I don't want to see that. I don't want. He did run it.
And LSU's offense is not designed to do that this year. They have Taylor in the flats. They have a shovel pass. They have other options there.
Caden Durham got his 3rd touchdown. You're up 34-10. They fumbled. Devon Keys got a fumble recovery. That was cool to see for the freshman.
That was Keys in the fumble recovery?
Devon Keys got the fumble recovery. Yep.
Let's go.
And then, yep. And then,
God, these young linebackers.
And then we saw Ricky Collins.
So much better
we saw Ricky Collins come into the game at the end. Kamorian Pimpton got a reception as well. And then it ran out the clock, and LSU won 34-10. It was great.
Let's fucking go, guys.
LSU, by the way, 2,500 of y'all still hang. 2,511 to be exact. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all more than you know, man. This show's been awesome. The amount of people that watch it from all different fan bases, too. I don't know why people watch it, but they do. They do, man. It's kind of crazy.
Everybody loves a cum kiss, Matt. You don't want to admit it. How did 90% of the internet end up as porn? Nobody wants to live honestly, but you know what?
Is that true?
I do.
That can't be true.
What?
90% of the internet is porn? That can't be true.
It's something that I've said multiple times.
That objectively does not mean it's true just because you said it.
No, but what I'm telling you is I've said it a lot. So, Alondra, do you agree or disagree? She threw up her hands, which I'm going to take as tacit agreement.
James Stelly's tuned in from Korea.
I'm right,
How about
she
that?
Knows.
James Stelly's watching from Korea.
From Korea?
How about that?
Shit, dude.
He's a real one.
Are
Shout
you
out James Stelly.
north or south, dude? I mean, if you're in North Korea,
duck.
Hail the leader. If you're in South Korea, fuck that motherfucker, dude. Let's go. You got great internet. That's my fucking dog. Shout out StarCraft.
All right. Shout out Gotlit Light Installers. GotLitLights.com, GotLitLights.com. We got Gotlit and Home Field. We got them linked in the YouTube description and tagged on Facebook.
Yep.
Shout out to both. They're awesome.
Alondra's a fucking beast. Yeah, we got that shit. LSU 24, guys. You go to homefieldapparel.com, homefield.com. Use the code
Shout out
LSU 24 at checkout. You get 15% off. Get you a box. Get you the bomber jacket right here. I mean, look at the back of this thing, guys.
That is really good. That's the
that's
the basketball logo.
The
script basketball
Can
logo.
you see that, dude?
I don't know.
That shit looks so fucking good, dude.
It really does.
All right, y'all want to get the super chats? And it feels incredible.
How much time we got, Laundry?
It feels so
How
good.
much? We got 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
See, we got time.
All right,
Keep your comments coming. We got time.
Jacob Thompson,
because you didn't
999.
spend 30 minutes today yelling about cum kisses and everything. We actually have time to talk to people today.
I mean, it wasn't a close game.
I know.
I mean, what am I supposed to do? I wasn't. For once in my life,
Tiger
I didn't
Creek
have my
Outdoors.
fucking nerves just frayed to the maximum degree entering the show.
Watching from Hawaii.
Wow, let's go Korea and Hawaii.
Yeah, drop in the comments where you're. Just drop in the comments where you're watching from.
Yeah,
I would love. I would
dude.
love to see that. Just drop in just where you're watching from. That'd be awesome.
All right, Jacob Thompson, $10 super chat. Let's fucking go. LSU won today, and my Virginia Tech Hokies won Thursday, and Bama lost today.
Shout out, Brendan.
What a good week, dude. I agree. And as much as I hate to admit it, but I don't really hate to admit it because it means Alabama sucks, guys. But it looks like Matt was right on Alabama.
You know what's weird about it,
and
T, though?
Milroe.
Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna have a ton of fun with this.
Oh, I
later,
agree.
but-
You should, dude. Fucking laugh.
But the thing is, like, it wasn't that hard of a call. I just don't know why was it just people genuflecting to the logo?
No.
Like,
I mean, no, partially yes. Partially yes.
The point that I made over and over, T, and I know listen, I get it. There's nobody that will look at me with a degree of objectivity talking about Alabama ever again because of what I've done. And I've earned that, right? With the way that I've handled myself. But it's theatrical, and I don't care. I was doing it for my audience.
Objectivity's for pussies anyway.
But I am objective. Like, I am, I am. Like, I picked Ole Miss to win last week. If I think someone's going to win, I'm going to tell you. If they're going to lose, I'm going to fucking tell you. Like, you're never going to fucking, that's one, dude, if I would say there's one core principle of my whole career, it's you will never fucking listen to me talk and go, I wonder what that guy thinks about something. Like, you're going to fucking know. And I'll be right, I'll be wrong, shit'll happen. But the point I made over and over was about the Bounty Gate year with the Saints. And that I learned that lesson better than ever that year. The 2011 Saints were the best fucking Saints team ever, right? They were better than the Super Bowl team.
Yeah, absolutely.
You took Sean Payton away, even with all the same fucking players, the whole do your job banner. They had fucking Aaron Cromer and Joe Vitt. They had all the succession plan in place, and it was going to be, Drew Brees is still there, everything. And they fucking sucked ass. They went 7-9, missed the playoffs. You cannot, in football more than any other sport, the head coach matters. In football more than any other. And you cannot take the greatest coach ever away and think you're just going to continue on. It's just not realistic. So picking them to take a step back wasn't a fucking moonshot. Like picking Georgia to go 7-5 would be a moonshot. Picking Bam, I said Bam will go 9-3. I said they're going to lose 3. I said they're going to go 9-3. And their losses, I said they lose to Georgia, Tennessee, and LSU. Well, they beat Georgia, but they fucking lost to Vanderbilt, and I'd take that trade any fucking day because y'all got to live with that motherfucking shit for the rest of your lives. I fucking had a shirt made that says 40 to 35 on. I'm going to wear that motherfucker every day. I'm going to be buried in that shit. Actually, I'm not going to be buried. I'm going to be cremated.
I want to be made into a tree.
I just don't want bugs and shit eating my car. Just fucking, and plus it's so expensive.
No, see,
burn me and put me in ashes in a little urn and put me in a mausoleum.
I want bugs eating me. I want, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're getting lost sauce.
Jacksonville, Jacksonville, Dubai, Roddy Schaefer, Dubai.
Oh, what?
Cameron Schulz in Fredericksburg, Jason Mobile in the lower 9.
Let's go.
Jackson Carter's in Australia.
What?
Y'all might be lying to me, but I don't care.
Oi!
Anyway, all right.
You know what my favorite thing about Australians is when they say no? They say no.
No. What is the R that no?
It's just, the Aussie twist. It's a no, that ain't the case, mate. No,
I don't know.
That ain't the case,
I don't know.
I don't know.
What is that?
Bro, I mean, why the fuck did Kate say, cool, yeah, come on, you know, I mean, I don't know. GameCube Gamer, $2. I love sizzling bacon. Go Tigers.
Ruling.
True that. There's not a fucking finer meat than pork on the Barbie.
Scottsdale, Arizona.
Survivor's Remorse, $5. Good game.
Diddy's bed.
Guys, I've retired T Diddy. Okay.
Man.
I've never gone to a freak off. Okay, but I have fucked a pig in Mac's face earlier. Survivor's Remorse, $5. Good game. Did y'all see the refs overturn a PI for Texas after the call was made? No.
We're
But it
doing the
goes to
show,
Matt-
trying
but
to keep
but
an eye on
But
it.
it goes to Matt's point earlier about the refs are just they're coming together. And
That was your
talking
point.
this
I'm
shit out.
agreeing with your point. Look at us agreeing on stuff.
I know.
This is not good for the show.
Not good. Hudson Jeter, $5. You have to pick one. Listen to these announcers, listen to Joe Tess call an LSU game, or be nibbled on by a crawfish.
Which announcers?
I guess
Us?
the LSU announcers tonight. No, I think he meant
the
the
LSU
announcers in the
announcers.
game tonight.
Joe Tess is the worst. And the weird thing is Joe Tess is a super nice man. And I think he is awesome calling boxing. He's an awesome boxing announcer. But it's too much in football. It's too much.
I like it, but I can understand how
he's
everybody
too much.
arrives there. I agree.
He's
I
too
agree. But I will
The man did
always
Monday Night
take.
Football for 1 year and got
I
fired.
will always take being nibbled on by a crawfish because that sounds delicious.
No, man, that sounds painful. This motherfucker's pinch.
Yeah, but pain and pleasure are two sides of the same coin. Nate with a $10 super chat. Let's go, Tigers. Nice to have a non-nail biter Arkansas game. A drink for
Amen,
Alondra
bro. Amen.
to celebrate her abuelos cumpleaños.
Abuelos,
I agree.
cumpleaños.
Feliz cumpleaños to Alondra's abuelos. Let's go.
Hey.
What's the bar name, Alondra? What? Long Branch?
¿Cuántos años tienes?
If you are in San Antonio, go to Long Branch and just know you're drinking at the Villarreal Family Bar and give him some love. Give him some love.
3 years of Spanish in high school and in college.
That said,
some of it stuck. Not a lot.
It was shockingly disconcerting to have a non-nail biter game. This shit turned into a party so
I
early.
would love. Listen, man. Every league needs its doormats.
Yep, you said this for years.
Every league needs them. When Dan Mullen went and got Mississippi State good. Fuck that. I don't need Mississippi State out here fucking going to the Orange Bowl,
No.
winning 10 games and shit.
Nobody does.
I need Mississippi State to lose 46-8 to LSU, and you just at the beginning of the season you get your Sharpie and you put a big fucking W next to Mississippi State. No, you're not even on it, bro. You're not even there. You don't realize.
I'm listening. Keep going, Mississippi
That's just a nub. You're not. But you're burning my butane.
What?
You're not on it. Closer. There you go. There you go. Anyway, I need Arkansas to suck ass. I need Chad Morris, Arkansas is what I need.
We need John L. Smith.
I need John L. Smith, Arkansas
really
in perpetuity.
need.
That's what I need. All right, go.
337 Brandon, $5. Matt, how unbearable will you be on Monday? Hashtag Bama is burning.
Haven't decided yet. I don't know what I'm going to do. The Vanderbilt thing was it was Vanderbilt.
Actually
it had
even
to be.
better confirmation though, because 3 weeks in a row they've sucked and they've lost 2 of 3. This is
they should have lost.
But I'm
to
saying,
South
but
Carolina.
this is the justification of your Les Miles point. Vanderbilt could have been a one-off. You got to go ham on Monday. You got to.
And also, Jalen Milroe sucks.
I can't sit here and argue.
Would you try to tell me was these objective metrics that we all have agreed to forever? And what I tried to tell you was, okay, you stack them pile against shitty teams, and then you hit big balls that are 50-50 balls against because you have an amazing receiver. Bro, he's just
I'm not
the fucking out route to Ryan Williams he threw into the third row. The crossing pattern where he threw it behind an open Ryan Williams, he's just not an accurate thrower.
He's saying
not.
You victory lap. I'm not even gonna stop you. I can't argue. I was wrong. Murder Draft 19, $2 super chat. Kalen DeBoner. Nice, dude. I get it.
So Murder Giraffe comes on Morning Scone, and Erica doesn't like that it's Murder Giraffe, so she calls him Happy Giraffe.
Why? I fucking hate giraffes. You ever seen a giraffe at full sprint?
I don't think so.
You never seen a giraffe?
All right.
You never seen a giraffe? Wait, you never seen a giraffe at full sprint?
Maybe so.
They're crazy, bro. You can't fucking trust a giraffe at full sprint. It looks like something.
How fast do they go?
I don't know if it's about how fast they are, but you ain't never seen nothing that big move that fast. It looks like it's out of a horror movie. Like a giraffe in full sprint. Look up YouTube videos. It's fucked up, dude. They are murder giraffes. Jonah Burnham, $20 super chat. Saw y'all at White Girl Fall today, T. Talked about what's inside. Anyway, let's fucking go, Tigers. I saw Jonah out at Burning Gardens earlier today.
What's Burning Gardens?
Burning Gardens is off of Essen. It's a
yeah. Sorry, I thought it said Burning Gardens.
No, Burden.
Yeah,
They have like the corn maze and everything.
Yeah, I know where it is.
Shout out Jonah. It's very nice.
Shout out Jonah.
That corn maze though is fucking bullshit, dude. I got lost in that bitch, and then it spit me out a fucking mile from where I started. I'm carrying my son. For some reason, pulled the classic Louisiana move of putting on all sweats, thinking it would stay sub 70, and I was fucking sweating. At one point, my daughter had to piss in the garden, and I said, hey, baby, just take your shorts off and go. And then I had to wipe her off of my sweats, dude. God, that was a low moment.
That's what it is, bro.
Fucking corn maze got real, dude. No, I know. I'm just saying the corn maze is a fucking real ass corn maze. Oh, sorry,
Amazing.
Texas. Suck a dick. Sir Tackleton, $5. LOL, the guy who asked if Nuss would throw intermediate throws on morning scone. He ate the intermediate all night. I mean, who the fuck asked that, dude? Actually, you know what, though? I was shocked because I was talking to a couple guys here at the beginning of tonight, and they were like, does our running game suck? Does the defense suck? And I'm like, wait, no. Like, the running games are getting better. It was just about Ole Miss having a good interior. And, like, the defense has been getting markedly better.
Dude, the defense is the most encouraging part of the
But also,
thing.
like, we just, we watch this shit way closer.
Bro,
It's literally my entire adult life is devoted to watching this shit, trying to analyzing it. So, like, of course I'm going to have different opinions than if you're just chilling watching it.
The truth is, a lot of sports fandom, I don't mean this to be insulting, but like you said, like we live this shit every day of our life.
Yeah.
Right. Like whatever you do for a living that you do for 8-10 hours a day. Like,
yeah, like I can't speak to fucking electrical engineering.
Right. Fan takes are an echo chamber. Like I sit here at Don Juan and I hear people talk and they regurgitate the same shit that everybody says that are just broad generalities.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's understandable how you arrive there. I'm also not saying that. It's understandable, like, because the only way that I arrive at my takes are through nuance, through watching, like,
because you go back and you watch games and you watch film,
like,
and
for
you look at
4
PFF
hours every Sunday. I watch the film and break down play by play, and so I can see that like the defense is getting better. But that's no comment against anybody. It's just that, like, that's my job, and so that is what it is.
That's exactly the point.
But that's why I sit there and I say, like, this defense is getting better, guys. Like, I'm telling you, like, they're improving, they're getting better, and they improved the last 2 weeks.
That for me is the most encouraging thing. The running game coming along, and obviously the defense. Your defense tonight. And remember last year against Arkansas? Arkansas was a shit offense. I don't know if people remember this, but like Arkansas was a shit offense last year, and you couldn't stop fucking Luke Haas, whoever the fuck that is, who by the way had another couple catches tonight. But you couldn't stop that fucking guy. And you're in a dogfight. They scored 30. They couldn't do shit last year. Tonight you held them to 10 points and 277 on their home field. 277. Your
and
defense
10 points, Blake Baker, take a fucking bow, dude.
Your defense is, I mean, again, 3 sacks, 3 TFLs, an interception, 6 pass breakups, 2 quarterback hurries, and 2 forced fumbles. You continue to create havoc, and meanwhile, you keep getting better. It's like at the beginning of the season, we were talking about LSU as a great defense because not a great defense, but they were great at havoc rate.
Yeah,
like they weren't that you were going to get a lot of yards, but they were going to get a sack, they were going to get a TFL, they were going to get a forced fumble, something like that. But now they're like actually good and still doing the havoc shit.
Yeah.
Because I think
the coverage has gotten better. The DBs have really stepped up, dude.
Well, what's happened, T, I think, I don't know. I think this is what's happened. Maybe we'll get a larger sample. We'll see. I think against USC, they went with what they thought they knew.
Yeah.
And some veteran guys as well. Like Sage Ryan played boundary corner because I think they felt like, man, it's Lincoln Riley. Let's play someone out there.
Sage Ryan is so obviously a safety.
No doubt.
But it's the entire personnel. It's like you said. I mean, Whit Weeks played 1/3 of the snaps against USC.
And then
Whit Weeks is your best defensive player now.
And then they go over the next 4 games really, and they play everybody. Like, let's find out what we're good. We're gonna win. Let's just figure out what we're good at. And then Ole Miss, they arrived at, okay, Gilbert and Ryan, our 2 4th and 5th year players. You're our safeties.
Yep.
Stamps and Zy Alexander, you're our best corners.
Yep.
Major Burns, you're going to play star at the line because that's what you're really good at. And by the way, you're going to do what the fuck we tell you. And Weeks and Greg Penn, you're going to be heat-seeking missiles on the inside of the defense.
And then at the same time,
by the way, Braden Swinson, go murder people.
That's to say, at the same time, you literally do have like an elite edge group, and you have an interior group that's fighting their ass off and getting better every single week.
Bo Davis, bro. Bo Davis
and Kevin Peoples.
So much.
Bo Davis and Kevin Peoples.
Yes, but
and Jake Olsen. I mean, it's really the entire staff, but I feel you, especially what Bo Davis is doing with like under-talented guys in the middle is very impressive.
Kevin Peoples is great. He's Pete Jenkins guy. The ends have been great, but we knew the ends coming into this year. We're like Savion Jones was a good player last year.
I agree. We talked about how we should be very bullish about them. I agree with that.
Not even by comparison. Like, they were just objectively good.
Yes,
they had talent there. Brian Kelly said after spring, we're going to go in the portal and get defensive. We need a defensive tackle.
Yeah.
And you got a kid from Grand Valley who plays like 8 snaps a game. And shout out to Suggs. He had a sack tonight.
No,
for sure. But my point is, he's not like a.
You're right. Your point is right.
He's not a 60-snap impact guy that you thought you were going to get with Dominic Williams or somebody like that.
Or like Simeon Barrows out there making
at
plays
Miami,
for Miami and shit.
So the fact that you've got, and then you lose your best guy, Jacoby Guillory.
Yeah.
So the fact that with this group, man, Paez and Ahmad Bro and Sean Washington and Jalen Lee and Paris Shand, who's 270 but playing inside and out, like the technical ability of those defensive tackles, man.
Well,
Bo
you
Davis
watch it,
and
I mean, guys, again, I hate to be watch the film, bro, but like the interior D-line technique we've been seeing all year is just so much better than last year. 337 Brandon, $2. I just clapped that ass again. GameCube Gamer, $5. Hey, LSU winning and Bama burning and Texas looking like frauds.
I don't think Texas is a fraud. I want to be very clear about this. I think everyone fucking slept on Georgia, which was fucking dumb. Everyone just fucking hyper focused on the first half against Bama. Like, I don't get, like, how did people abandon Georgia's dominance because of one half against Bama where Carson Beck turned it over 3 times? Why do we ignore the second half where, by the way, in the second half of that game, Alabama ran for like 16 yards in a fucking half of football.
But can I offer a counter, though? Is that they sucked against Kentucky. They weren't convincing against Mississippi State. And, you know, I do that show with Aaron Murray, right? And like Aaron and Noshawn Marino and all these other people, because they're also coming from the perspective of their gilded ivory towers where they're like, I don't think we're that perfect.
Exactly.
Right. But like, they thought they sucked. And there was like ample evidence that, oh shit, maybe like Georgia statistically coming into the game tonight was like middle of the pack defensively and like everything. So it's like, oh shit, maybe Georgia's actually not that good. But my point is there was a larger sample size than just the half. I don't disagree with what you're saying, but it wasn't just the half against Bama.
The Kentucky game was 0-1 Miami, which before 2019 LSU rolled around, 0-1 Miami, everybody said it was the greatest team ever. They went to Boston College and didn't score an offensive touchdown.
Wow.
Like, Chestnut Hill. That was the play. Remember where Ed Reed like stole the ball from a defensive lineman and ran it for a touchdown?
Yeah.
Like that was one of the touchdowns in that game. Like, sometimes you just fucking sleepwalk through a game. It just happens.
No, I agree. I still think there was a bit of a larger sample size on Georgia this year. But again, like we said, I said it going into the game. One thing Texas did not have, Texas had not been punched in the mouth. And you did not know how Texas was going to respond when they got punched in the mouth.
Shout out Phil Steele, who dropped this nugget. And shout out to Bocock Cigars. They keep giving us a Bocock cigar.
Bocock gave me a box.
These are
and
awesome.
They gave me a cigar at the Taft golf tournament the other day.
I enjoy these so much. I love the LSU wrapper on them.
The Bocock Bros are great.
But I love it's a light, tasty cigar. All right, Chuck.
Chuck, you out?
Chuck.
Fuck you, bitch. You leaving, dude?
I don't know what else.
So he eventually says, where do you think LSU will move in the rankings? Let Bama burn. I mean, LSU's up to 6 now?
I don't even know what the rankings
I'm saying,
are.
but Georgia and Bama lost. I'm just saying that's just top of mind.
Texas and Bama lost.
Oh, sorry, Texas.
I don't think LSU's going ahead of Texas.
No, but you'll go ahead of Bama. So 7 at least for whatever that's worth.
Fucking Bama. What have they done except capitalize on a first half where Carson Beck turned it over 4 times?
I agree. Charles Reese, $10. The announcers were awful for ESPN tonight. I expected better.
You got to keep in mind, though, LSU, Georgia, or LSU, Arkansas, even though this was an ESPN game, this was the third or fourth crew.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the nature of ESPN having the entire SEC contract now. The best game isn't on CBS anymore.
It is crazy that we're still on ESPN1.
Yeah.
Tristan with the $5 super chat. LSU D-line shift in unison against the USC. Disconcerting signals. Arkansas D-line shift in unison against LSU. False start. I'll say this. Brian Kelly after the South Carolina game was very clear about this in that he accepted the disconcerting signal calls. If an offense is going on silent and you clap, you're going to get called. If they deem that you made an unnatural movement, you're going to get called. Now, the latter half of that is obviously very open to interpretation, but I think the bigger point is Kelly laid out that there is actually a very clear guideline for deciding this shit, right? And I don't know that I felt that anything Arkansas did tonight would have violated that very clear guideline, in my opinion. Maybe I'm just saying that with the benefit of somebody who won the game, so don't really care. But I called for it every time, like jokingly, but I didn't see anything that maybe LSU that Arkansas should have been called.
The other thing, though, that Brian Kelly talked about was the movement in unison has to be a natural football movement.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the latter half. Like the first part was if you clap, that's hard and fast. The second part is natural movement. Exactly.
And the play that he was talking about was Savion Jones, who kind of did one of these he did like his arms running like that. But if you're just shifting in unison, that's what it is.
So, but the point, but the overall point is that there's a clear message being told to teams, right? So, like LSU hasn't gotten called for disconcerting signals since the South Carolina game, right? That's not by accident. Keegan McCaskey, $5. Stayed up till 5 a.m. in London for last week's W. Champagne hits different when you're sleep deprived. True. Good to be back in Chicago for this one. Fuck yeah, Keegan. Let's go, dude. Lou. Okay, actually, I can say it here. Lou Skunt, $5. I predicted LSU 31-10. I was close, T-Bob, say my name. Okay, Lou Skunt. There you go. You happy? Jackson LaBeouf, $10 super chat. Watching from Great Lakes, Illinois. Just want to say West Weeks has easily become my favorite player. Great pickup from Virginia. Go Tigers. So they're from Georgia originally, right? But
Dad played offensive line at Georgia.
But West went to WVU originally. So that's
UVA.
Oh, no, it was WVU.
T-Bob, trust me. West went to Virginia for 1 year.
Okay.
He went to Virginia and then transferred to LSU.
Okay.
Look it up because you don't trust me. But look it up.
I don't know how to look this up. Oh, it was UVA. Look at that. Blind squirrel, broken clock.
So what is it? So when you pick, you're the only one on staff to pick Tennessee to beat Bama, and you had Georgia beating Texas.
That's why.
And you had Milrow being
That's
bad.
why you make it so hard.
No, because I wouldn't have said shit until you just said the blind squirrel broken clock thing. I didn't say shit.
So
and then you
hard,
made it sound like I don't know dick.
You make it so fucking hard sometimes, dude. I swear to God. But you know what? You give a hell of a blowjob, so I'm going to forgive you. Jackson Carney, $5 super chat. When do we get John Talty's industry sources hit piece on Kalen DeBoer? Wait, I'm missing the reference here. What's going on?
That is well done. So John Talty, who, by the way, I know John. John used to write for AL.com. He's written books. John's a good reporter. He's the one that, after LSU lost to USC, wrote the piece where he said, industry sources familiar with LSU say Brian Kelly, his mess culture isn't taking hold, all that shit. And I just couldn't believe he wrote that.
That's such a bad take. Oh, my God, dude. The fucking process and the culture is the best part about this team.
Two things. Shout out Hatfish. That guy's a local guy. He gave me hats. That's for you. That's the one you wanted. And also, I want to shout out this guy too. The guy sent me this shirt. The name of this shirt brand is Snaps. You've got to do a fucking deal with this guy for Snaps for you and Aaron. It's a good shirt. Feel the shirt.
It's a good shirt.
It's a good shirt.
It's a good fishing shirt. Oh, that's very.
It's not a fishing shirt.
It's very breathable.
Anyway, Snaps guy, you need to do a fucking deal with T-Bob and Aaron on Snaps. Like, why? Like, is there ever a more obvious
name of the show?
Is there ever a more obvious thing than to do a deal with him and Aaron for Snaps on Snaps?
Thank you. It's very kind. By the way, guys, thank you. 26K tonight. Let's keep it rolling on Snaps, guys. Thank you very much.
I literally wore this tonight so I could point out Snaps and say that he should fucking advertise on Snaps.
Look at how thoughtful Matt is. That's very kind.
And it's a nice shirt. I do like it.
It's a great shirt, actually. Matthew Irby, $5. Matt.
But it's not as good as anything from home field. What?
Matt, Yanks lead. Yanks lead 3. Soto 3-run homer in the 10th. Last baseball post. Alondra's also a Yankees fan. She's so good, but so bad. It's the constant, duality.
What about this fucking series, huh? Losing in the 10th when fucking, what do they call him? Big Christmas? Fucking.
Yeah,
huh?
Mr. Noel.
Bro, the Yankees are going to win the World Series again.
If that makes you happy, you're fucking a douchebag. The Yankees fucking suck, dude. Fuck you and fuck you. Cheering for the Yankees like cheering for the Cowboys or cheering for Alabama. It's literally the exact same thing. I hope you all are happy. You can justify it all you want, but you've both just been born into a fandom that makes you undeniable douchebags.
It's so not true.
You're like an out-of-state Alabama kid that didn't even go, but you watched it.
So then what baseball team? By the way,
championship.
So I've said this forever. If Louisiana gets a baseball team tomorrow, I'll never cheer for the Yankees again.
Yeah, I know.
Same way I cheer for the Pelicans and the Saints, I cheer for the States.
Yeah, I know. You're still a dude.
And for the majority of my life, they've actually caused me more.
Are you saying okay or 3 minutes?
3 minutes?
Oh, thank God. I'm fucking tired. That's it for Super Chats. What a great day, guys.
LSU beats the shit out of Arkansas.
What a great day.
Tigers right now are 6-1.
I actually don't even know. I mean, again, okay, Matt, that's my overall point and that was my point all this week was you're 5-1, you're 8th in the country, you're on the ascend. Like, how could you not be happy? And now you go out here, you win the Golden Boot. You do exactly what you should on the road against a subpar Arkansas team that's actually better than what this final score would dictate, right? Which, Matt, honestly, this final score tells you LSU is – we got some fucking potential, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to get too hyped here. A&M next week is going to be the inflection point. If you go handle business at College Station, we're fucking launching. Like, don't get it twisted. You handle business next week, it's not going to be any more reserved bullshit. But you're 6-1. You're going to be at least 7 in the country. Like Garrett Nuss, you have a top 5 offense in the entire country. Whit Weeks balling, defense kicking ass. Like It's all coming together, guys. It's all fucking coming together. LSU is absolutely thriving in this new age of college football, and that is so fucking good to see. It makes me so happy, dude.
You probably go up one spot.
Yeah, it's a 7.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. There's the AP used to matter because it used to be factored in the formula. It doesn't matter anymore, so I don't really care. We got 1 minute. Shout out Don Juan Cigar Bar again. Love coming here. Awesome spot in town center next to Whole Foods. If you're looking at Whole Foods, look to the right, you'll see Don Juan. The retail shop's next door if you want to come by. Walk in there with big walk-in humidor, buy your cigars. You can do it here. Or come hang out, have some drinks, watch the games. Always a great time to be here. And shout out to Got Lit Light Installers as well. GotLitLights.com. Get them to come by and do your estimate now. GotLitLights.com. GotLitLights.com.
Shout out to Home Field Apparel. LSU 24 at checkout. You get 15% off. Buy that starter box. Buy the Home Field jacket, the fucking bomber right here. Either way, Home Field Apparel has all your LSU needs, guys.
T-Bob fucked
we
the
love
pig.
you.
T-Bob fucked the pig tonight.
No, but I fucked the pig into your